This one's for all my fellow 20-somethings that own a car and want to feel like they're capable of taking care of it without totally getting scammed at an auto shop. In this video, we're going to tackle a few basic car maintenance items: checking our engine air filter, checking our serpentine belt, and going to get our tires rotated air in the tires and get the oil changed by a professional. Here, I'm attempting to open the hood of my car, and it took me way longer than this clip shows. Once I had the hood propped open, I start assessing the situation. I honestly don't know much about cars at all. Fortunately, my dad is literally a mechanic. I know enough to know that a lot of commercial shops like a Jiffy Lube will prompt you to pay them to change your air filter by pulling it out and showing it to you. So being proactive, I texted my dad to ask if he thought I was capable of doing this myself, and he assured me I could. It took me a long time to find the right box, despite having already watched a YouTube video about how to do it that he had texted me, but I eventually found it. Popping open the cover and feeling stupid and accomplished at the same time, I start to pull out the filter cartridge. It's pretty clear it's dirty and needs to be replaced. Just look at all that crud falling out. There are bugs, leaves, maybe my own hair. Yuck. Moving on to checking my serpentine belt, which I'm told does important things. That was more easily identifiable. It's out in the open to the left of my engine. In my humble, unqualified opinion, the belt looked fine and uncracked. I even sent a clip to my dad to have him confirm, and he said it's okay for now. He also confirmed I'm his favorite kid, and at least that's how I chose to read that text. Moving on, I hopped onto Amazon to order a replacement filter. After an exceptionally brief search, I picked one. It cost me $10. It's the next day and we're cruising to the shop. I decided to go to Just Tires because it's where I bought my tires and I'm already in their system. From experience, I know the shop is always busy, so it takes way longer than typical for an oil change and a tire rotation. I was told my car would be done in an hour and a half, so I walked across the street to Target to post up at the in-store Starbucks. Cue snack time. I'm also getting back online to keep my workday going. I had a bad cold this week, and I realize now, looking back at this footage, that it looks like I'm talking to myself, but I'm really just sniffling constantly. Exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes later, I got a call that my car was ready. They did tell me they tested my battery and that it's kind of weak, but I passed on replacing it because I have a fancy jump starter in my trunk. Of course, I couldn't leave Target without making a purchase, so I picked up an AirTag holder for my keys. I paid $100 for the services. I get synthetic oil, which is the most expensive option, but it's supposed to last the longest. The air pressure sensor is still lit initially when I turn the car on. Fun fact, apparently you have to drive a couple feet before it turns off. Who knew? Little tip, track your maintenance activities by taking a picture of your receipt or of yourself doing the maintenance activity and store that info in a Google Drive or your Notes app. It's helpful for future reference or if you go to sell your car. Day 3 of basic car maintenance called for my pup, Peter, aka Sweet Pete, informing me I should get off the couch and get moving. He was so kind as to breathe right in my face. I went downstairs and picked up my package from the concierge. Now that the new filter has arrived, I'm ready to complete my to-do list. Going down to the garage, I pop open my trunk and the cover to the engine air filter much faster than the first time. I make the swap and I clip the cover back into place. If I'm capable of doing some basic car maintenance items, you are too. You've got this.